Alright, what's up everyone? Lost count of what game we're on, but took a little bit of a food break getting back into the mix. Where's he from? Vietnam. Alright. Yeah, hopefully I play a lot smarter than I have been. A lot more calm than before. I think before I just got excited about getting a new PR. So we're gonna play a lot slower. I'm gonna go down on time. That's just gonna be fine. We have a low ranked opponent to start with. Okay. He chose to just take. No problem there. Oops. I think I'm gonna go back to putting my bishop on f5. Even if it's not the most accurate move, it is what I'm most proficient at. Let's say boom, boom. Black or knight, then swing the rook over. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think it's actually possible to enable that you can play multiple games at once. That'd be a good idea for like a video, but apart from that, maybe not too good an idea. So I want to go knight here to prevent this. Rook's gonna slide, pawn's gonna go up. Some moves will occur. Okay. So now is where I can do this. I think. I also could have played a6, but I don't mind this. Yeah, I think what the move is going to be after I hit 1600 is I'm just going to stream this account on Twitch, maybe switch from 30 to 15 plus 10. But pretty soon, if not already, I'm going to be pretty much winning the same amount that I'm losing. A lot more losses have been coming recently. I don't think I'm quite at my level yet. I think I will hit 1600, but after that, I think pretty much losses will be as common as wins. I think I can promise a few more games before then, though. Okay, what do I want to do? Just want to castle as soon as possible? I think so. Obviously, if the bishop comes here, I'm just going to try to trade off. Get multiple pieces developed at once. think my chess bra merch should be coming soon, so I'm pretty excited about that. Got one of their hoodies, their Pro Chess League hoodies. Got a regular old chess bra shirt. And then I also got a chess bra hat. Like a cold weather hat. Because Connecticut's going to be pretty cold. And I don't have any cold clothing. Because all my cold clothing that I own from when I used to live in Connecticut is like 9 to 10 years ago now, so it doesn't exactly fit anymore. I might develop this bishop here, if he gives me the option. Although, actually, I like the d6 square, now that I think about it. Yeah, that square would be awesome. Look at all that room I cover. If I go here, then this is what I cover. Alright. I mean, I figured he'd eventually try it. I'm gonna force him to make a decision here. If he goes back, then I'm just going to probably keep developing. What do you think the chances are he tries to checkmate me like this? Probably not all that good, huh? Okay. We see the exchange after all. Might choose this as my development square after all. I don't think I like it too much if I'm right there. I'll probably play knight f6 next, and then if he goes to pin me, we'll just get a bishop e7 in. Nice and simple. You can never tell in these long time formats if people are just like playing while at work or like while doing something else, or if they just actually are thinking that much. Kind of unfortunate if they were at work and I'm thinking the whole time against them. Queen e2. Alright. Targeting the a6 pawn. It's a little bit annoying. But I think I'm going to let him have it. The idea is if he takes here, I'm going to take here. Of course, I'll first have to take the knight. Or else I'll have two things attacking this. I don't think that's a bad exchange, because then he has an isolated pawn in the middle. Well, technically on e5. Alright, so it won't be isolated. That's my bad. Now, ideally, he'll let me castle soon. Knight e7 is probably going to be my next move. Unless he threatens my bishop for whatever reason. Screw that guy if he does. I don't think he will, though. I think this is the first time in a while that I left the Caro-Kann not behind, because I just made so many mistakes in the other games. Is castling finally going to be on the agenda? Maybe. Probably not, though. He's thinking about this, aiming here. Well, I'm gonna go there regardless. If he pins, I just castle in this situation. I have a feeling he's gonna go rook c1, in which case I'll just hop right back to bishop f5. And we should be good to go from there. I think the move he probably wants to, yeah, okay. Back to f5. So he does have some passed pawns at the end there. They aren't super scary yet since they're still in the second rank. Just something to think of moving forward. I bet I have plenty of rooks to defend him once I castle. 2 rooks and a queen will be in my arsenal. Time advantage is now a significant one. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see him try to exchange off some pieces soon. And here I just like to play castle. Yeah, we each have a pass pawn. Mine's on d5, his is on a2. I think once I start slinging these bad boys over here, this position should become a lot easier to play. Probably down the line what I want to play is something like a king c7 just to get it out of the way. Knight here, kind of threatening this. A few choices. What kind of move is b3? Is he preparing a4? I don't know, that whole move just seems suspect. Rook a8 is tempting, but if I do it too quickly, then he's just going to put his queen here on b7. Then I can no longer play queen c7 like I like, so I think I gotta start with queen c7. Although, hold up. Queen c7, he can put his knight on b5. Now that would not be fun. Maybe I have to get it on d7 first. It's a few extra steps, but yeah, this move's annoying. So we'll go to d7 first. Get out of that pin. Okay, so he's obviously looking at knight to b6. Do I just want to play rook a8? I mean, if he plays it then, I take his queen, he takes my queen, then I just attack his knight. I think we're just equal. I think we're just equal. Hold up, maybe this pawn falls at the end of the variation though. Let me think this through. I said I was going to play a slow game, so let's play a slow game. So here, say here, for the sake of argument, takes, and it's my move, so gotta get this rook out of danger, probably here. Say takes, then he's gotta escape his bishop, and this pawn is hanging. I think this works out okay. If we exchange out, I think I can take out his a2 pawn. He doesn't have an easy choice here. Okay. Well, now I need to cover this other rook here. The guy's playing well. Okay, so we chose the oh, I left that pawn hanging. Damn it. Okay. It's not the end of the world, but it does suck. Um, Maybe here? I think queen g5 is the most normal move. Alright, I'm in a more attacking position now, so I got some play for the pawn that I lost. Yeah, I've got a few options. I could sling my queen down, do something like this. I could just start pushing my passed pawn, because it's protected over here. Got a few choices. So now this looks more natural. Okay. So I can put this here now and he can't move his queen away. Maybe I leave that as a double attack. I think I should be scared of this though. So this guy has to move off. Maybe I start with h6. Start with h6 so I don't get back ranked. He has 2 connected pass pawns now. That kind of sucks. Did a good job finding a combination to win my c6 pawn. Okay, so he moved it anyway. I kind of want to play this in-between move. Because that guards my a6 square then. Because a few things can happen. He can get off of guarding the second rank. Okay. I'm gonna go rook a6. And he'll probably opt to go rook c8 and exchange off a pair of rooks. Yeah. You really take that with a knight? What the hell? That was a good move by me regardless, because he could have gone 97 there. I'm just running through a combination in my head. Obviously he can't take the pawn because it's checkmate, so he's going to have to take my queen. He takes my queen, I take his queen. He moves his queen out of the way, that would also be checkmate. I think queen e4 might be my next move. I think knight going to d6 is a good move here. Knight d6, I don't know how to improve my position. I guess I could go bishop b1 in that case. Just aim for that a2 square. But he could just move it. He could just move it. Knight e7, huh? Well, I said I want to play queen e4, so I think I'm going to do that. And probably rook takes a2 if he moves rook e1. I think that's how I would win a pawn back. Then if we do simplify queens and rooks, then I'll still be in a bishop versus knight endgame. Should bode well for me. This guy's taking a while with his moves. I think I take this pawn anyway. So let's say takes, check. Moves away, I take the rook. If he blocks with the queen, I still take the rook. Then he just loses. I think rook takes a2 wins. If you guys say knight d6, for example, I'm just taking his queen, and then I'm taking his knight when he takes my queen. So I'm just up material. I think I win. Yep, I win. It was a tough game, but I ended up beating him at the end. He ran out of time. I think he didn't make the smartest moves. I'm going to pre-move this, because I take it no matter what he does. Yep, we get a resignation. Alright, let's go over that one. Nice, tough game. I think if I was still playing quickly like I was before, this guy would have beaten me. Yeah, he was actually winning for a lot of this. Wow. Good job to him. So now my best move is knight f6. Knight c6 isn't bad, but I played bishop f5. So I think now we got the bishop to b5, right? No, he played that. So now they like knight c6, which I played, okay. So I did a good job at the start so far. Where did I go wrong if you got a lead like that? Now we get the bishop to pin. And they like e6. I brought the rook over. Oh, they don't like that. Okay. So just e6. What if the knight comes? Then do I bring the rook over? No, I bring the other knight over. Okay. What if we get this? Oh. So that's how I defend that. But anyway, I did this. So that's my first inaccurate move. Wait, before they said this was hard winning. Okay. So I play e6. Slightly winning. Didn't I go to e5 anyway? So bishop d6 and knight e7 are both good here. But I play this, which is wrong. So now what do? I played bishop d6. Took the pawn. I took that. I took the other pawn. This is winning for him somehow. But queen a6 is only slightly winning. So what did I do wrong? So now I want to do knight to e7. Like this. Yeah, I protect this. Maybe the castle. What if this comes through? Yep, I have f6 though. I have f6 though. Okay, so that's where I did that wrong. I was too worried about losing the pawn. Yeah, I was too worried about losing the pawn. So I'm winning at this point. h6 is what I should have played. I played queen here. Yeah, so what I should have done, I should have just gotten this guy off the pin. But let's say I do h6 and he goes here. Now what do? I do play g5, okay. So the computer doesn't mind g5. What after this? Do I bring the king up? King g7? They say that's okay, but they prefer h5. Oh, because we get a scenario like this. That's funny. Bring the queen here. Apparently that's really bad because of f4, which he found. So I go down to g6. Apparently that's also bad for me because he could go queen to d2. Brings the rook over instead, so I just make myself... Whoa. Apparently that was a big mistake. Knight to b6. Which is what he played. So now bishop d3 is the best option, which I found. He goes here. So I go rook a3. And apparently this is hard losing for me. Why is this losing so hard? Knight to d7. Oh, there's no way to prevent this. So queen has to go to e4. Wait a sec. They just said that was my best move. Oh, queen e4, sorry. I see now why that was bad for me. Anyway. Yeah, that was a really bad move. Yep, from then on it's just a loss. Well, thanks for tuning in. Almost set the record again, but still probably 2 games away unless I get a strong opponent. But thanks for tuning in.